Hey, Chris, it's Chris. Yeah, no, you don't have to tell me. I know I have a pretty awesome name. Um, Amanda, I talked to Amanda, and just as promised, here is your free custom video showing you how to actually be PF Plumbing. It also is going to show you how to increase your online presence and drive more customers right to your business. Now, the reason I made this video is because I noticed that most business owners are too busy running the company to learn how the internet can help them maximize their growth. And I found that by giving business owners free attack plans of what they can actually do themselves has resulted in, yes, some of them using it themselves, which is fine, but others reaching back out and asking for my help. Another reason I love doing things like this is because I've seen what it can do. I've seen it change the lives of those in business and their families. I've seen previously overstressed and busy business owners have more financial freedom and be able to spend more time with who and doing what matters most to them. Plus, being able to grow their team and afford to pay everyone what they're worth. I've also seen businesses that were already flourishing reach massive new heights in just a matter of months. Now, Chris, if you don't care about any of this, you truly don't want to waste your time and watch the rest of this video. Knowing though that you must be very busy, I did try to keep it short to be respectful of your time. So just as I promised, those three things I'm going to teach you today are going to be content, backlinks, and citations. I'm also going to teach you about what keywords are and which ones are going to be best for you to drive growth. So first off, looking at your website, it looks really nice. I love the logo, simple, elegant. Everything's pretty much here, all the information that you need. It's super easy to navigate, which is all awesome things. But going right into it, the first thing we're going to cover today is content. Your page content is made up of the words, the images, and text behind the images called alt text that make up a certain page of your site. Now, you guys are going to want to have at least 1,500 words to be optimized with Google with their current algorithms. This is also going to give you a lot more opportunity to fill in with some buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get traffic for. What a buyer intent keyword is, a keyword is a word or phrase that is searched into Google or another search engine, and the buyer intent comes from that being worded in such a way that way you know that person is ready to make a purchase on a product or service. In this case, it's one that you provide that we're talking about. Now, when you're thinking about content, why do you feel like Wikipedia, for example, is always at the top when you search for something? It's because they have the most authoritative and the most relevant content on the topic, and that's exactly how it works. Google actually has bots that scan your website. The more content you have, the more focus they put on you. The more content you have, the more keywords you can actually fit in there while maintaining a clean SEO status, and that's going to allow you to capture a lot more market share to bring in more business. Now, if we look at your page's content, we see you have a decent amount of it, but this isn't still yet optimized. Now, if we go over to PF Plumbing and we look at the amount of content that they have on their page, they have a little bit more than you. But believe it or not, this still isn't optimized. They're doing a lot of other things very, very well, but content is the fastest way and the easiest way you can get ranked for something, which means if we kill them with content, it's going to be so quickly to overtake their market share. Now, the second and very important thing when it comes to optimizing your online presence are backlinks. To show you what I mean by this, I'm going to go over to a tool that I use called Ahrefs. Now, this gives you the statistical analysis and the breakdown of the performance of your website in a lot of different areas. This first part right here is going to be the power of your homepage. This is the power of your entire website as a whole, both ranking factors right here, the number of backlinks that you have, the number of referring domains that are referring those backlinks, organic keywords, and your organic traffic. Now, your traffic is going to be much more accurately represented in your Google Analytics, but this is still very close and everything else is also very, very accurate. And this would be an example of a backlink. If I go over this link and it allows me to click on it, if I clicked on it, it brought me up to your website. That's how a backlink works. Now, there's two different types of backlinks. There are do follow links and there are do not follow links. The do follow links are the only ones that you want because they actually push power to your website, giving your website more authority. Now, a couple other things about backlinks. They're not all created equal. You want websites that are powerful linking to you to show that you have more authority. Google sees it just like a popularity contest. So the more powerful sites that are linking to you, the better Google's going to see you in their eyes. You also want them to be relevant because they work a lot more effectively if they are. For example, if you have plumbing websites linking to you, that's going to do a lot more for you than, let's say, say Pizza Hut, because you don't sling pizzas for a living, right? If you do, I'm making this video for the entirely wrong person, and you can just stop it right now. Now, if we look at your backlink profile right here compared to PF Plumbing, if we go to their overview, now you can see everything on their profile is essentially times 10 of what you have right now. And this is the opportunity that you have, because like I said, they're doing some things right, but they're not capitalizing on everything. It's not going to be super hard to beat these guys. It's not impossible by any means. If you want it, it is literally there for the taking. Now I'm going to go into some of their keywords. And this is the kind of opportunity that you have. Plumbers, Winston Salem, on average 600 searches a month. Plumbers in my area is not a good one to search for. Just to give you an example, it is a national keyword. If you want plumbers near me and plumbers in my area, in the next section I will actually explain you how, and it's not by doing SEO with it. It is a completely different tactic. This is a waste of time and money and resources unless you have a national brand. But there's so many keywords here just for Winston-Salem. Plumbers, Winston-Salem. Plumber, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Plumbing, Winston-Salem. And they all have their own search volume. Feel free to pause at any moment just to check this out, because the list goes on and on and on, and there's multiple pages of this. And this does not include all of the areas surrounding Winston-Salem that also has their own keywords. And that is the low-hanging fruit that's around there. And most people don't even look there. But that can give you massive results very, very quickly, because typically those aren't very hard to rank for. And to be honest with you, nothing in this area is hard to rank for. You can hit top position very, very quickly on these keywords that we're looking at in Winston-Salem and beat PF Plumbing fairly easily. And that's why I said this is the gold. You're not just limited to a few of these. You can rank in top position for every single one of these and all of the ones in the surrounding areas as well. And think about that for a second, what that could mean for you, your business, your employees, your team, and your family. And that's why I said in the beginning of the video, I've seen what this can do for people and their families. And the results are just astronomical. Now we're going to go ahead and look at a Google search. Now, the first thing you see here are going to be ads. Couple things with ads real quick. They're only semi-effective if they're not made properly, and they become a serious money pit. A lot of phones and computers even have ad blockers too, which is another reason why organic ranking is so important. But this baby right here, this is the Google Map Pack or the Google My Business account. Many people go here first to find the business that fills their needs, and getting ranked in the top position typically means 40 to 50% more call volume than top organic ranking alone. Not just search volume, call volume. What gets you ranked here is having a stronger and a larger citation profile than your competition. A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number submitted word for word into directory sites such as Yelp and Yellow Pages. Other ranking factors here, though, include the quality of the citations and how powerful they are. Just like backlinks, they're not all created equal. The optimization of the Google My Business profile itself, the number of Google reviews, and what the ratings are on Google. But most importantly is how well you're ranking organically on a search. But even if you're not on the first page or in the top spots, it's going to be a little bit harder, but not impossible by any means to rank in that top position, which luckily for you, you are at least already on the first page. So just to recap what we went over, content. Your front page needs to have about 1,500 words with properly filled in buyer intent keywords that you're trying to rank and get traffic for. Your back-end service pages should have about 500 to 750 words of the same thing. Your backlinks need to be more relevant, more powerful, and more numerous, linking to you than your competition to show Google that you are the authority. Your citation profile to get ranked in that first position of the Google My Business profile, you want to have about 200 to 300 of these to beat out your competition by a landslide, or just at least substantially more than your competitor. If they have 300, you want 500. The game is domination. And Chris, if you implemented all of these strategies today, you can become #1 on Google for your business and reap the rewards with a ton of new paying customers, more money, more growth, and more freedom. Chris, I hope you liked the video at least half as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I'd love to hop on a quick call with you just to get some feedback from you and hear your thoughts, just so I at least know you got some value from it and I didn't waste both of our time. With that being said, Chris, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you very soon.